Hey, what's up everyone? This is Derek Olmsted here, making it on my own in the USA. And I'm in my house here in Beatrice, Nebraska, and I fucking had a fucking awesome and badass fucking leg workout today at Anytime Fitness in Lincoln. That's my home gym because it's a bigger gym and they have all the equipment that I need. So it was a fucking awesome workout. I love the incredible euphoric feeling that I get, and the longer and more intense the workout is, the better I fucking like it, man. Seriously. And honestly, we need more alpha males in the United States, and that's what I am, and that's who I am, and that's how I'm gonna keep being, because that's me. So, period. And as you can see here, I have a pen and paper in front of me a lot of times, because it's very important to write things down and write your goals down. Otherwise you'll forget. And I use my phone for most things, just like we all do, but it's still important to use a pen and paper so that you'll remember your goals and remember really important things. So I'm going to talk about how to overcome stagnation. Okay, because the way it is now in America, you can't stay stagnant with what you're doing. You have to adapt. And young people ask me all the time, hey Derek, do you make a lot of money Uber driving? So I'm gonna talk about that first. So in an 8-hour day, I usually make $200. In 10 hours, $250. In 12 hours, I'll make $300, sometimes more. It just depends on if there's also an event going on. It's always busy in Omaha, so that's why I drive to Omaha for Uber. It's usually not very busy in Lincoln, except for on Saturdays, and also during football season, it's very busy at that time. But for the most part, you gotta be in Omaha. And if there's like a concert going on, or the College World Series, or just any kind of event going on, then it'll be busier, and you'll usually make more money. So yeah, you gotta be in Omaha if you live in Nebraska to make money with Uber. And I make enough money to pay my bills and have some money aside at the end of the month, and everything's going great. I'm caught up on all my bills, and it's going great, And so I had to adapt into that. So an example of finding different avenues to make money and get ahead was, I was a security guard for 10 years, and I went nowhere. I really went nowhere, and I was just stagnant. And the good from it was in my 9th year, I was working as a security guard at a county hospital in Los Angeles County, California, and it was during COVID, and we were extremely short-staffed, so I chose to work a crazy amount of overtime, and I was renting a room at the time, and I was working 12 to 16-hour shifts every day, and sometimes 20-hour shifts, and honestly, I don't recommend young people, working that many hours because, for health reasons, you gotta get sleep, and honestly, my health started to decline until towards the very end. I started, backing off on the overtime, and I actually fell asleep on the job a few times, and luckily nothing happened. My coworkers, as they were walking by, said, "Hey Derek, wake up!" Oh shit! It's like I didn't even notice, So don't work that much overtime, but I saw an opportunity and I took advantage of it, and I was able to save $25,000 in 1 year. And before I even bought my house, I also spent $5,000 on laser eye surgery and $3,000 on tattoos. I honestly just went crazy. So that's not the best example, but of how to save money. But I did it, and now I'm moving forward, and I used the rest of the money for the down payment on my house that I'm in right now in Beatrice, Nebraska. And then I had $2,000 left over. So once I moved here, so that was that. And then it wasn't until like the last year or so now where I'd say the last year to 2 years now, how they did it for 2 years. Or the security business now, a lot of security companies have taken away a lot of jobs due to budget cuts, and also they're replacing security guards with cameras and alarm systems a lot. So that has taken away a lot of jobs. So that's one of two reasons why I got into Uber driving. Actually, the main reason was because I was tired of fucking dealing with people that were jealous of me and trying to bring me down and having a stupid ass fucking boss. So I started Uber driving because, I'm my own boss, I make my own hours, and, that's all going great now. So I'm really happy with that. And also because, like I said, the budget cuts and jobs being replaced with cameras and alarm systems. So that's an example of how I had to adapt. I couldn't stay stagnant with what I was doing. I wouldn't even be able to pay my bills if I was still a security guard. That's how crazy it's gotten now across America. And so yeah, and Uber is an internet-based business, and the Uber drivers, which is me, are the ones doing the physical work. And Uber is something that anyone can access on their phone anywhere across America. Obviously, you usually have to be in a big city to get a driver nearby, but or just to get a driver, period. But yeah, it's an internet-based business. That's why the work is always there. That's why it's so busy, and because people always need transportation. That's never gonna go away. Everyone needs transportation, period. That's the way it is. So, and then I just met somebody recently who was visiting here from Rapid City, South Dakota. And he said he just lost his job, and all of his coworkers, all of them, lost their jobs in HVAC, which is heating and air conditioning. And he said it was because more and more HVAC jobs are now going digital. And I don't know all the details. I'm not an expert on this, but I did do a Google search, and yeah, that shit's really fucking happening. A lot of HVAC jobs are now going digital, so they don't need a person. And Bill Gates is now putting all the farmers out of business in the Midwest because he just came out with a patented fertilizer that makes fake meat and fake vegetables. And this fake meat and fake vegetables is in our grocery stores right now. It's fucking crazy. So that's an example of how now if you're a farmer, you're gonna have to adapt into something else. And honestly, a lot of people that have really hardworking, labor jobs are now getting into Uber driving. Uber driving still, it still is physically taxing, being in a car for 8, 10, or 12 hours a day, but obviously it's not as bad as, manual labor. So a lot of people, that's also a reason why a lot of people are getting into it. And like I said, it's an internet-based business, and the work is always there. So now the final thing I'm going to talk about, adapting and overcoming stagnation is the only way to make money and get ahead is you have to start your own online business. And that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. It takes time. I'm getting embroidering and the website done right now from somebody in Lincoln, Nebraska, and that's because I want a better life for myself. I want to be able to travel and have fun with my friends and go bowling and be able to bowl tournaments with my friends and just have fun and fucking enjoy life, and go to the gym more often and just hang out with my friends more, man. Just fucking have fun, that's what I'm all about now. Fuck this fucking job shit. I'm tired of this fucking bullshit, and so I have to adapt. And starting your own business is much different than going to any job, because the way it works is you have to gear your mind towards business and money-making ideas in order to be very successful. And the way starting your own online business starts is you have to brand yourself with something you're very passionate about and very knowledgeable about. So whatever direction that you're already in, that's the fucking direction that you need to fucking go in. So if you're very passionate and knowledgeable about bowling, then obviously you want to start a business about bowling. You know, I am not going to start a fucking business about golf. Why? Because I don't like golf and I don't fucking know anything about it. So the dumbest thing for me to do would be to start a business on golf. So my business, obviously, if you guys see my YouTube channel or any of my posts on Facebook or Instagram, you can obviously see that my business is going to be about bowling and fitness. So that's what I'm in the process of getting all done right now. You know, I'm getting the embroidering and the website done from the same person, and I picked a really good person. It's going awesome right now. So, and as you're branding yourself, you know, it just needs to be good, positive content. You know, you don't need to try and set the world on fire every time. You know, it just has to be good, positive content, and you don't need to be a professional athlete or even be in the top 5% of what it is you're passionate about. It just has to be your passion, and you have to be knowledgeable about it. That's it. You know, it's real simple. And then you have to be liking and commenting on someone else's posts that has a huge following on Instagram that is passionate about the same thing you are. Because once you get your website done and you actually get the business started, then you can pay that person on average. I learned this from Rich Pian. I learned everything from Rich Pian on how to start your own business. It's really easy. You can pay that person on average $300 to post your product for one day, and you have to figure, you know, the person with that huge following is posting your product, and they're gonna have at least 200,000 followers. You figure all 200,000 followers are gonna see that product, and they're gonna buy your product. You know, that's how it works, because most of them are going to be very passionate about the same thing that person is, which is also the same thing that you're passionate about. You guys understand? So that's how it works. And then you only start with one or two products, okay? Because if you start with too many products, then you're not going to be able to have the means to keep them going. So you just start with one or two products. So you can just start out with hats. You can start out with just 100 hats. And that's what I'm starting with. I bought 108 hats from Amazon. I'm actually going to be buying them now, all my clothing items. Now from the same place I'm getting all my embroidering done, because they have all the clothing products and hats that I need. So I'm going to get everything done from there. And then, so I bought 108 hats. The total was $300 or $308 after shipping and tax from Amazon. And so each hat only cost me $2.66. Okay, and then you figure, you know, the embroidering, or you're gonna put a patch on there, so you know, figure out those costs. And honestly, those costs really not that much, because I just learned from the person that's doing my embroidering that you want your logo to be as small as possible so that it jumps out at everybody, and also costs you the least amount of money. You know, because if it covers too much of the hat, then everyone, you know, it's gonna be really hard to see it. You know, so you want the logo to be, you know, as small as possible, but still jump out at everyone. You know, so it's very important to go to someone that really cares about what you're doing. I went to 3 different places in Lincoln, and the third one was the Charm. I'm going to Branded FX in Lincoln, Nebraska. They're fucking awesome there. Fucking love that place. So, you know, it takes time to find the right place, and as soon as I walked in, I could tell that they were very passionate about what they're doing, and shared the same passion I have as well. So it's very important to understand that part. It's important to understand everything, but that part is so important. and then as the business grows, then you add more items. So, for example, if you're starting your clothing line in the summer, like right now we're in summertime, as your business is growing, obviously, what you have to do is buy 100 more hats. And then you also get your winter line ready during summer. Because if you wait till winter starts, it's going to be too late, because it takes more than a couple of days to put a clothing line together. Embroidering takes time, shipping takes time. It's very important to understand that. It has to be planned way ahead. So you gotta be on top of this and just plan ahead. But it's really easy. It's really easy stuff. You just gotta plan ahead. That's all. So, and then the next thing you do is you create what's called an FBA account. FBA is Fulfillment by Amazon. Okay, and the place I'm getting the embroidering done, I'm always gonna go there for embroidering and to buy all my items to buy all my items from, and they're also doing my website. And I learned from my friend that it's very important to have the same person do your website that's also getting your logo done for you, because you want your website to look exactly like your logo. It's very important to understand that. So, and then I'm gonna use Amazon. It's called Fulfillment by Amazon. So, which is for people that own their own online business, and it's only $40 a month. And what happens is, as soon as you get your items made, then all you have to do is send your items to Amazon. And anytime customers buy your products, then Amazon fills the orders and ships them for you. So you don't have to do any of that. So it's really, really easy. There's no stress on you at all. So, and that's why Rich Piana said it's an internet-based business. There's still physical work involved, which is why it takes time. So, but other people are doing that work for you. So that's why it's very important to make sure you're going to a place that really cares about you, that's doing your embroidering and your website for you. So I want young people to understand this so that you can be successful. So, and then marketing is free on social media, but I just learned from one of my good friends that is still living in California that you want to try to make at least one connection every day with somebody to help you with marketing, because that's the bottom line, is marketing. The more people you have helping you with marketing, then the more your product is going to sell, and the faster it's going to sell. And that's how you have and get a successful business. And the reason why I'm saying an online business instead of a storefront is because with a storefront, you have rent for the space, taxes, utilities. You have to pay your employees. That's so much overhead. So, and as I just told you here, and I learned everything from Rich Piana. Starting your own online business and being very successful is so fucking easy nowadays, and it's very little overhead. So I really hope this helps young people out, and all you have to do is just gear your mind 24/7 towards business and money making ideas. And the way I do that is from working out and eating healthy. So because working out and eating healthy gives me this incredible euphoric feeling, and all the endorphin releases give me ideas. And if you just gear your mind that way 24/7, these ideas will pop in your head, and one day you're gonna fucking know 100% that this is the fucking money making idea that is gonna make me very successful. Period. And you're gonna be able to travel and live a happy and healthy life. So I really fucking hope that this helps young people out. Attack it and stay driven.